that his prophecies refer to ancient Israel before the captivity of Israel in 722 BC. This would be like predicting the First or Second World War long after they had passed. For example, passages in Jeremiah clearly refer to the period before Christ's return at the end of this current era of human government. It is evident that there is a warning message for the modern descendants of the people of Israel through Jeremiah. God warns our modern nations that if they reject God and biblical teachings, it will lead to moral and spiritual degradation and require a terrible penalty. The lamenting prophet Jeremiah is often characterized as a gloomy discourager with a pessimistic prophetic message. This is a one-sided impression that is not based on the entire content of the book. He officially proclaimed the message that God gave, a warning message of imminent punishment unless the people repented of their voluntary disobedience. However, Jeremiah's message contained remarkable and joyful prophecies of mercy, deliverance, and abundant life for all. He predicted a time when the Messiah would return to abolish human suffering, wars, and misery. Through Jeremiah, God revealed the way to a change of heart that will make a world of peace possible. Jeremiah was a prophet of the Old Covenant with the heart of the New Covenant. Jeremiah is portrayed as someone who cried and lamented over the iniquity and unrepentant attitude of his people. However, his sadness was not a weakness, but an indication of a spiritually strong and mature individual. Jeremiah was in good company, as Jesus Christ himself is described as a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. Yes, Isaiah, as one of the greatest messianic prophets, was referring to him. And the potter and the clay in chapters 18 and 19, Jeremiah employs the analogy of the potter and the clay to illustrate a fundamental biblical principle. God is the potter, and we are the clay. The clay has no right to demand anything from the potter. If the potter wants to reshape the clay, it depends entirely on him. Similarly, we must be willing to let God mold us according to his will and purpose. We serve a loving and compassionate God, and whatever form he decides to mold us will only be for our benefit. God will bless those who respond positively. We can draw two lessons from the potter and clay passage. Look, Jeremiah's message brings us hope. We are vessels in the hands of the potter, and if God wants, he creates a new vessel.